Welcome to our video on React class components. We begin by importing React and the component class from the React package. This is necessary because we'll be extending the component class to create our own class component. Let's move on to the structure of our class component. Here we declare our class named myComponent. By extending component, we inherit the functionality that React provides for class components, which includes handling the component's lifecycle, state, and props. We define a constructor, which is a special method for creating and initializing objects created within a class. We need to call super with props to ensure that our component initializes properly with the properties passed to it. This is a standard first step when working with constructors in React class components. Inside the constructor, we initialize the component's state by assigning an object to this state. State is a built-in React object where you store property values that belong to the component. When the state object changes, the component re-renders. In this example, we're setting my state value to initial value. This closes out our constructor. With our state initialized, we can now look into rendering our component with the render method. Every class component in React must have a render method. This method returns the JSX that your component will display. In the render method, you typically include the HTML or React components that you want to render on the page. In this return statement, we're outputting a JSX snippet. JSX is a React syntax extension that allows you to write HTML-like code for building user interface components. Here, we're creating a div element containing an h1 tag that displays the current value of my state value from the component's state. You can also include other JSX elements or components inside the return method to build out your UI. Now we close the render method. Remember that the JSX you return from render must have one parent element. Here, we're using a div as the parent to wrap everything we want to display. Finally, we close our myComponent class and export it using the export default statement. This makes myComponent available for import in other parts of our application. And that's the basic structure of a React class component. You're now well equipped to start building your own class components in React. Thanks for watching.